Hello VC, hello everyone, I hope everybody is doing alright and keeping well. So yeah, for today's video I'm going to talk about my other hobbies slash interests, and this is a contest entry for Josh Keech. I heard about this contest via Johnny Mac's video I watched over the weekend and thought, yeah, I can do that, talk about my hobbies and my hobbies and interests besides music. So yes, I'm going to talk about film, I'm going to talk about TV, and I'm also going to show off another little hobby slash interests that I have. So, yeah, there we go. Cool. First of all, I'm going to start by talking about movies. Been an avid film fan since my teens, love films, especially this year. I've regained that a lot more because I've seen a lot of films this year in the cinema. I'll talk more about that later. But I'm going to show off some old favourites of mine. So, yeah, thought I'd show Pretty in Pink for 1986. Great film. My favourite of John Hughes' films. It counts as, doesn't it? It's John Hughes production. It's got all the John Hughesisms. Molly Ringwald. It's got Andrew McCarthy, James Spader, John Cryer. Great cast. Harry Dean Stanton as well. Love him. Also Annie Potts as well. Yeah, love this film. Just a lovely film. To me, it's a quintessential, like, that's so 80s type film. You know, there's like lists that they used to do on, I believe, VH1, like I love the 80s or whatever, talking about the 80s, oh yeah, you know, all that stuff. It's that film for me. I just love it. It's the quintessential 80s film. Yeah, really love it. Yeah, great soundtrack as well by New Order, In Excess, others. Yeah, classic. Next one I'm going to show off is Highlander. This is an old favourite of mine from a while back. Still loves this day though. You know, classic fantasy action film. Sean Connery, Clancy Brown, Christopher Lambert, all are great in this film. This is one of the many Highlander related DVDs on Blu-rays I have. So yeah, I also love the sequel as well. It's Headley's favourite film actually. Yeah, I do love this one. I'm going to show these off quickly. So Highlander 2, just a little mention to it because I really enjoy it. This is the original DVD release from the UK in 4x3. So I had to pick up this last year. French DVD copy with enforced subtitles. Bit shitty, but whatever. It's for the collection. It wasn't expensive. It was quite cheap. Yeah, it's theatrical cut in widescreen. Then I've got for the Renegade cut, the very cool Region 2 import, yeah, of, like, you know, the Immortal edition. Great edition, all the features, great features, very interesting documentaries on soundtrack, on how they made the film and all that stuff. Highly recommend if you are interested in the history of this film. And I got the bare bones, boring Blu-ray version. So yeah, there you go. I quite like Highlander and Highlander 2. I really enjoy them. Yeah, anyway, since it's October I thought I'd show a horror film. This is The Thing, one of my personal favourites, my favourite John Carpenter film, definitely one of the best remakes ever. I really like The Thing from Another World as well, but yeah, great film. Yeah, absolute classic, 40 years old, still a great film. Also show off a bit of Star Trek, because I've been into Star Trek lately, because I've been watching Season 2 of Picard, which is, yeah. But yeah, this is the best Star Trek film, The Wrath of Khan. I saw this in the cinema recently as well, on a re-release. Great. I highly recommend this DVD as well if you haven't watched the film, because it's got a good bit of features. But yeah, great film, one of the best sequels ever made. Absolute classic. Can't go wrong with Star Trek 2. I also have a video in the pipeline with another VCer. We'll be hoping to do a video in around Christmas time on the first 6 Trek films, so stay tuned for that. And my favourite film of all time, Stan and Ollie. Love this film. Maybe it's my favourite film, but I think it is though. I love this film so much. I really do. Steve Coogan, I love Steve Coogan, I love John C. Reilly, Shelley Henderson as well, I love. Just great film. Love it with all my heart. Yeah. Also, I'm going to show off this for films. The Bond films, my favourite film franchise of all time. Love James Bond. Here's all the films for you. Yeah. All the official Ian ones up to Skyfall, so excluding the 2 unofficial ones. And if you want to know who my favourite Bond is, it is none other than that man right there, Timothy Dalton. I love Timothy Dalton. He's one of those actors I can just watch in anything. So yeah. Love the Bond films. Thoughts on No Time to Die, if anyone's interested. I thought it was really good. First viewing I didn't like it. Second viewing I liked it. I like it, but I have problems with the ending though. Anyway, we won't get into that. Okay, next bit I'm going to show off is television. So yeah, I'm going to talk a bit about TV shows and stuff. Got a few cool things to show. Doctor Who, I really like classic Doctor Who. I've been getting into it throughout this year a bit. I'd love to do a full rewatch. Maybe next year I'll get around to that. Who knows? But yeah, this is the season 17 set. The penultimate season with Tom Baker. Great set this. Features one of my personal favourite episodes, which is City of Death. Most of this season was written by, half of it anyway, was by Douglas Adams. He co-wrote the episodes in this season, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellow Whovians. I apologise. This is just a great set. I'll just show it off there for you. All that bit's pretty cool because it opens up and reveals the booklet and all that stuff. Really cool. This also contains the missing episode, which is, well, the incomplete episode, sorry, Shada. And it features the animated restored version from a few years back, and it features the 1990s version with Tom Baker, narrating and filling in the scenes that weren't filmed. Really good this, really cool. Star Trek, the original series. I love Next Generation, but I couldn't bother bring it out, so I thought I'd just show this instead. Star Trek, the original series, just a great series. Kirk, Spock, Bones, all the crew are just legends. There's a pic of them there. Love the original series. Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, one of the best British comedies of the early 2000s, or mid-2000s, yeah, I'd say. Great series, love it to bits. Only got into it last year. Great cast. You've got Matthew Holness, you've got Alice Lowe, you've got Matt Berry, and you've got Richard Ayoade, who are just all sublime. There's not many episodes, I don't think. There's like a handful of episodes, but it's just a great series. I highly recommend if you like weird horror spoof, sci-fi spoof TV shows. Just great fun. One of the best American shows of all time, How I Met Your Mother. What more can I say about this series? It's so good. I can watch it any time of the day. I just absolutely love it. It's one of my personal favourites. My favourite comedy of all time, I'm Alan Partridge. This is just the box set featuring the early BBC run of Partridge. Yeah, love Alan Partridge so much. And then we've got my favourite series of all time, which is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Love this show. There's the cool little book thingy, DVD stuff there for you. Yeah, great series. So many good episodes. Yeah. Alright, the next thing I'm going to show off is my collection of tickets. So I've been collecting tickets on and off since I was good question. I think I used to have a few when I was a bit younger, in my teens, but I collect a lot of them for the last few years, definitely. I've got a bunch of tickets, and I thought I'd just show them off for you all. So here's my box. So yeah, here we go. I'm not going to show off the concert ones because I've already shown them off in other videos, but I thought I'd just show off the other tickets that I have got. So what can I show you? So I've got a lot of cinema tickets, so yeah, here we go. I've also got theatre tickets as well, so I'll show one of them off. Yeah, this is just a paper one here for I went to see Curtains, the musical with Jason Manford, in around, when was it? February 2020. Great musical, great musical, really good musical. And I've got other tickets as well, like train tickets and stuff, but I just like collecting tickets randomly for some reason. But mainly it's concert tickets and cinema tickets, so I thought I'd show a few of my cinema tickets and chat about some of the recent films I've seen. So I actually went to see a re-release of Star Trek 2, which was really good at my local Cineworld. I also went to go see Nope recently. Really enjoyed that. And last but definitely not least, where is it? Here we go. Great little murder mystery film, Whodunit, See How They Run. Really good, really enjoyed that. And then I'm going to show the tickets from my local arts centre, which is near me. Go see a lot of films here. If they're not showing there, I'll go to Cineworld, but mainly I'll try and go here unless the film I really want to see on the big screen. So a few I've seen here are with The Feast, which is a Welsh film, really good horror film. Also there's a Q&A on afterwards with the director, which is really cool. That was really good to go see. I've seen a bunch of old films like films in the 80s, so for example Paris, Texas. And also I'll show one more off, which is this one. Yeah, this is a really cool one. Oxide Ghosts, Lost Tapes of Brass Eye. Love Brass Eye, great series. So yeah, it was what it was a premiere. Sorry, not a premiere. It was like a special screening of the Lost Tapes of Brass Eye, and like all the cut bits which weren't in the film. Really, really good. Just like great. Director Michael Cumming was there. I got a picture of him as well, and yeah, he was so cool. I'll actually put in the picture. There you go. Yeah, just a great night, and I thought I'd just show off this one. This is possibly my favourite film of the year. Contender. The Duke, Solitude in March, great film, loved it. Beautiful film starring Jim Broadbent. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. One more to show off, and that's my Steve Coogan ticket to when I went to go see him in May. He was terrific as Alan Partridge. Fantastic show. Yeah, loved it. And that's all I'm going to show for now. That's all I've got to show really. Thank you all for watching, and bye bye for now.